Hi! In this lesson, we will discover what is the first step to do when approaching a new problem and how you can apply it in your own studies. The first aspect in a problem is the big picture, or simply what's going on in the problem. To identify the big picture in a problem, we need to do the following. 1. Identify the objects. 2. Identify the attributes of each object. And finally, develop a clear description of the situation. In this step, we don't deal with numbers or small details. We only specify qualitative information. Let's see how it works in the following example. First, we identify the objects. The object in this problem is the car. Second, we identify the attributes of the objects we have found. The car object has three attributes: speed, travel duration, and distance traveled. And third, specify the situation in the problem, or in other words, answer the question, what's going on in the problem? As you can see, we broke down the problem into objects and attributes and defined what's going on in it. This is how we first approach a new problem. Let's see another example. In this problem, there is a factory object. The factory has the following attributes. What's going on in the problem is a factory produces cars. The factory earns money for every car produced properly and loses money for each defective car. The definition should be simple and to the point. Think of it as trying to rewrite the problem without the numbers. In this lesson, we learned how to identify the big picture in the problem. The key points are: 1. Identifying the big picture is the first thing we do when we approach any word problem. 2. It consists of identifying the objects and attributes and specifying the situation. The big picture is qualitative and doesn't contain any numbers. Later on in this course, we will see how to identify the big picture in many kinds of problems. Now that you know how to identify the situation in a word problem, try to do it yourself. Identify the situation in the following problems. Determine the objects and attributes in every problem, and specify what's going on. A printable version of this exercise and a sample solution is waiting for you in the resources area. But first, do the practice yourself.